The Athletic released their mock draft. And because we are so close to the NFL draft, it now is getting interesting as we get closer and closer. So I think this is pretty much unilaterally at this point. Everyone is saying that the Titans are going to take Cam Ward number 1. I don't really see anyone who's disagreeing with that at this point. It's kind of like the go-to. Travis Hunter being number 2 overall pick, another almost guarantee at this point. Yes, it would be very smart for the Brownies to take Abdul Carter, but I don't think they're going to. And based on what we have seen, not many people do. It has been Travis Hunter or bust. There's been some Sanders in there. Some people think that they're going to take Sanders. I just don't think they're going to take a quarterback, to be honest. Abdul Carter to the Giants or Sanders going to the Giants is kind of the 1-2 punch here. That's one of the 2 predictions people have. Will Campbell, Ashton Genty to the Jags, Mason Graham to the Raiders, Armand to the Jets, Jalen Walker to the Panthers, McMillan to the Saints, got Tyler Warren to the Bears. I forget who said it. One of the draft experts said it a couple days ago, that this is the one draft, and there hasn't been many drafts like this as of recently, where you go into the draft and you know who the first pick's going to be, but then that's it. That's the only thing we know is who the first pick is going to be. Normally, with drafts, especially at this time, 8 days out, we have a general idea of who the first 5 picks will be. After that, it's a crap show because people trade up and trade down. You never know. But for the first part of the draft, usually we know. This draft, there's 0% chance. Like I said, Travis Hunter is projected to go 2nd pick. Could that be Abdul Carter? Absolutely. Not what people are saying, but hey, listen, at the end of the day, doesn't matter what people are saying. What matters is what the Brownies want. So, it is so unpredictable. Shamar Stewart going pick 11. Matthew Golden, Nick going pick 13. Colts go with Colson Loveland. Atlanta Falcons go Mike Green. And then they have Michael Williams going to the Cardinals. And then they have Derek Harmon going to the Bengals. This is actually the guy that Joe Goodberry thinks we're going to take. So, there's always a chance. The Bengals have several needs on defense above all, though. They need an impact guy, and Harmon fits the bill. No other interior defensive linemen were more disruptive in the FBS last season. Against the run and pass, it's hard to go wrong drafting guys who hate to be blocked, and that sums up Harmon. So, there's a lot of guys at this position that we could take. Again, I love Starks personally. I don't think we're going to get him. I still think the Bengals are going to take Michael Williams. That's who I think they're going to take. This is the pick for the Athletic, but also for Joe Goodberry. He says Derek Harmon. I'm not sure who James has as his pick. I think James last year was actually correct with his pick. He had Amarius Mims, and he actually was correct on that one. So, let's see how the rest of this goes. Now, this is a 7-round mock draft. So, this is not just a 1-round mock draft here. So, Gray Zabel, we're going to be looking at like the first round when it comes to all these options. But Steelers taking Sanders is almost too poetic. I would low-key love that because they're not going to start him. He's going to be a backup the whole year because Mike Tomlin like veterans. So, that's kind of hilarious. Kenneth Grant going 22 here. And actually, speaking of that, where does Walter... Okay, so Walter Nolan ends up going pick 25 to the Texans. Josh Coley Jr., Calvin Banks Jr., Maxwell Harrison, Emeka goes to the Commanders. Starks goes to the Bills. That would be awful. Josh Simmons goes to the Chiefs, and then Donovan goes to the Eagles. All right. So, second, third round. Let's go to the second round here. They have us going with an edge rusher, Landon Jackson, out of Arkansas. Okay, so we're going to go interior defensive lineman, edge rusher, 1-2. I don't mind that. Third round. Actually, this is the second round, my bad. Third round here, they're going to have us go with a guard, Miles Frazier from LSU. Okay. So, interior, edge, and then guard. How about fourth? Running back Trevor Etienne, which I still feel like is Travis Etienne's brother. Maybe not. Cousin. I don't know. But, okay, running back. This is such an interesting draft so far. Linebacker Barrett Carter from Clemson. So another linebacker from Clemson. And then our last pick, they have us going safety Sebastian Castro from Iowa. So that is a interesting set. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and put this in PFF Mock Draft Simulator and see how they rank this, because I don't know how I feel about this one. I really don't. And I just realized that... who do they have us taking? Let me go back to the very beginning here. They have us taking... Oh, Derek Harmon. Okay. And now I'm trying to see if I can find Derek Harmon. How far? Okay, so he's ranked 42 according to PFF. That's why. It was a little bit down the list there. He's ranked 42 according to PFF, so not really up there on the list of players, but okay. And then our next one here is going to be Miles Frazier. I mean, I give Athletic credit. Every single person that they have us taking. Okay, maybe except for Miles Frazier. Every other player they had us taking was very much still available. Oh, no, he is very much still available. Very much still available when we pick. Because every guy they have us taking in this draft is, like, really, really far down. Like, it's like, oh, we pick now, and it's like, yeah, this guy is like 100 picks after you. So I can't wait to see what they give us. But linebacker here, Barrett. Lordy, where's Barrett? The problem is, once you get to these later picks, it's very possible that these guys... Wait, why did the Falcons... Wait, am I missing something? Did the Falcons lose draft picks? Okay. Hold up. I'm trying to find Barrett real fast. But apparently they forfeited a pick. Alright, so is Barrett Carter even in this draft? I'm going to go Carter. Let's see. Oh, actually, ironically enough, this 5th round guy in PFF, he's projected to go in the 4th round. So that's actually one of the players that was supposed to go a little bit earlier. So shout out to the Athletic for that. Now, again, don't get me wrong. What's it called? This is not end all be all, right? Like, PFF is not end all be all when it comes to this, but all right. So some of these later guys, I'm gonna have to take different, just because of how PFF how Athletic has this. So, for example, these last picks, the safety, the linebacker, I had to go with different options because those guys that they have got selected the round before. But it says C- for Derek Harmon, first pick. A+ for Landon Jackson. Okay. You got an F for Miles Frazier. And then Trevor Etienne is a C. So the rest of these last two are incorrect. But this is what we have. And that's the grades they give us. So there's the Athletic. And tell me down below. Peace out.